Hey YouTube, what is going on? I'm Chris, but this time this is Sophie, and this is CNC Reptiles. And we've got an impromptu feeding video for you today. Alright guys, so like I said, kind of an impromptu feeding video today. I actually wasn't planning on posting a feeding video this week, but we were trying out some new, some new equipment. So I got a new light, got a new stand for the phone that I'm using to capture all this stuff, and so ultimately just kind of wanted to see how that was working. So I thought, well, what better way than do that with a feeding, or recording our feeding anyway. And we actually got some pretty cool stuff. We caught Bubbles, like literally almost launched herself out of the out of the tub, and then actually we were able to catch Cutie, who's in deep blue right now. We were able to catch her, and she ate for us. So
you could see how pale. I think her colors weren't that vibrant. You can tell. Definitely
very pale, and you can actually see, and we'll see here in just a second, how covered over her, or how glossed over her eyes are. So without further ado, let's take a look at the girls eating. All right, guys. So we're gonna feed Bubbles first. Now she had been really hanging out in front of her tub here, and we're pretty careful getting it in. You can see she's right there. She's ready to go, and she's really gonna pop out here in just a second. Now this is the most aggressive we've ever seen Bubbles actually be. She's searching around trying to find it, and she's going to find it real quick here. So she's going to make a good strike right here. Yeah, there you go. Nice good strike. Wraps it nice and tight. Putting her back there in the tub. She would have gone over had we not kind of pushed her back over. But she made a really good strike on the rat. She has been uncharacteristically aggressive on feed nights, so she's really hanging out in front of those tubs when she sees the rats, or I'm sorry, when she smells the rats as we're thawing them out there. So good strike and a wrap here for Cutie. All right, guys, so we're gonna feed Cutie here. So you can see she's in her hide, so she's currently deep in shed. So trying to coax her a little bit. You can see that she kind of backs up a little. Doesn't really want to be touched, being in shed there, hiding in her hide. Once she kind of realizes what it is, you see her body kind of start to move. She gets a little bit interested, and then she's going to pop her head out. Now look at her eyes, how deep and blue she is. Really, really glazed over. So we're trying to keep it in front of her here. And here in just a second, she's going to make a good strike. So she strikes and wraps. Now luckily, we haven't had problems with either Cutie or Bubbles while in shed eating. But when she rolled over here, she actually kind of gave me a bit of a scare. It looked like she had somehow bitten herself, but she ultimately just, it wasn't a great strike. She got the front leg of the rat. However, she was able to hold on. She gets it wrapped back around. So we wind up having a good strike here for All right, folks, so there you go. Pretty quick, short, sweet, and to the point. So, what'd you think?
It was a good feed. It was a good feed,
yeah. So they are definitely not shy anymore about eating, and Bubbles has never been kind of that, I'm not gonna say,
crazy about food.
She definitely came out. She was aggressive with that food, and as soon as those things started kind of thawing out last night, man, she was at the front of that tub, and she did not leave it. I went back about 30 minutes later to check her, just make sure everything had gone down. She's still right there at the tub, front of the tub, ready to come out, and she was ready for some more food. So anyway, so we appreciate you guys coming along. We'll see you next time. Bye.